Yeah, he didn't watch no Raider games.
Who else was you gonna double? Didn't they double Travis Kelce? Huh?
They try to all the time.
Kelce, they try. Thank you, Ragu. They tried to. But when you have a tight end of that magnitude, hold on. No, you have a tight end.
No, that's stupid. So because Kelce beat the double team like he's supposed to.
Exactly. That's what. Because it's a certain kind of tight end.
Hear this? Am I listening?
So by the time he get the ball, it ain't no damn double team.
Hold on. You
He's
said
jumping
that.
over the nigga who's too small or the nigga that's too slow.
Here, JC. I want you to hear how delusional you sound right now. Are you serious? So because Kelce and Bowers are out there beating double teams before the ball they can get to him. What you mean before the ball gets in the air? What else you supposed to do? Once the ball gets snapped, you got to beat the double team. You got to get open. What are you talking about? Possibly.
Right.
Possibly.
So but you're saying that possibly based on what happens these next two games. So he's also having a historic season. It's not just Bowers.
Stop. So hold on, stop. Bowers has already solidified that he has had the greatest rookie tight end season ever. Period. End of discussion. And he's on the road to
Did possibly. You just say he need like 9 catches left or something like that? Nigga?
No.
Ain't that what you just said?
No. He's already broke the rookie tight end catching record. He's on pace to break the NFL tight end record. He did that. He did that with Luke Getsy for half the season.
Rookie.
No, hold on. My bad, Ragu. He did that with Luke Getsy for half the season, and then having your quarterbacks be Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, and Desmond fucking Ritter. Are you shitting me?
I mean, all right, what up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show. We are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC. Here are my wonderful brothers and co-hosts. This is our official, I guess you could say, New Year episode. By the time y'all see this, it'll probably be 2025. So happy New Year to all. Thank y'all for rocking out with us the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all are here with us, and we appreciate that. And also, them statistics for 24 will be dropping tonight. So we'll make sure I get that out to y'all as promised last week. And without further ado, man, let's get right into it. First off, we got my youngin' from the So Icy gang, tatted like a biker gang, my guy Andre the Sports Junkie.
Let's go. It's podcast
What's up, guys?
Tuesday.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
And the new year about to start too. Whew.
Yes, sir. That's how I think this is the first time we did an episode like on New Year's Eve type shit. So
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, sir. And next off, we got the superstar in the building. My guy who's here. I was just talking about this. He was literally here on episode 1, and here he is today on, I believe this is episode 132 or 33, but it's about to be our 3-year anniversary, and my boy is still here rocking. My guy, Isaiah Anthony of the Anthill Productions.
Nah, niggas want to give me that introduction after cutting me out last week.
Nigga, ain't nobody cut you out,
nigga gonna see me.
I had like 8 different people.
They cut me out too, bro.
He gonna send me a message on Instagram. See how I ain't respond. Ain't even call me. I just see the episode.
It was Christmas Eve. It was all kinds of shit going on.
I'm thinking that possibly, since it's Christmas Eve, he taking the week off. So I'm like, he finna take the week. I see the episode out Christmas Day. I'm like, boy, what the fuck? What is this?
That's what I was thinking the same thing as you. I'm like, it's probably Christmas Eve. Probably got the spit going with the fam and all that. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was being courteous.
I had to participate by way of Coop's live that he had going on. I was still
exactly, bro. I gotta go hunt him down to get back on the show. After 3 years, but
I was over there popping spit record.
I was talking shit. I was talking big shit. I was talking big shit to you in particular and Dre.
See,
Dre. I was over there talking shit. Yeah, something you had said.
I think we brought up
that.
the Raiders a couple times too. So I know if you heard
some slick you had said, JC, where I'm like, oh, this motherfucker is
hell
lucky
yeah,
I
wasn't
ain't
no
on
Raiders
there.
on. Hell yeah, I was talking slick. Ain't nobody say nothing.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it, nigga. You got away with it for 1 week, nigga. But
He did.
This man Isaiah said, thinking it's gonna take a week.
But all right, man. So let's get it on. First off, before we get into the weekly recap, first of all, this is, I don't know if y'all realize this, but this is going to be our last official recap of the NFL season. So tonight, don't be, you know what I'm saying?
Treating one more, right? We get to
because next week we go straight to playoff picture. We don't do recaps on the last week.
Oh man, this is so sad.
Yeah, so this is our last official
already
recap.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So today, you know what I'm saying? Try to be a little gracious with some of these teams when y'all be like, nah, we ain't talking about this game. This is the last time we gonna talk about most of these niggas until next September.
And just like you said, nigga, move on to the draft. Just like we moving on to the playoffs, nigga, move on to the draft.
Start thinking about that draft. Huh? Exactly. Talk about this game. But all right, but first we got a couple NBA topics that we're gonna get out the way. Some breaking news this week. We'll start with
talk about the NBA.
Come on,
of course.
You know, gotta get a little something in. You know what I mean?
Niggas got waxed in views on Christmas. He like, yeah, we gotta talk about the NBA. Nigga, fuck the NBA.
What you mean, nigga? That was our highest Christmas views in like 5-6 years or some shit. It was a good day. Wasn't too bad. They did get waxed, but you know what I'm saying? It was good in relative.
I guess.
In relative.
I guess.
D'Angelo Russell is finally on the move. The nigga who's on the trading block every year, trade time. He's finally on the
going
move.
Back to Brooklyn.
Back to Brooklyn again. Yeah.
That nigga cannot escape Brooklyn, boy.
How y'all feeling about the move, my Laker guys?
I mean, I like it. I mean, it just wasn't working out. I mean, even with the move to the bench, like he was a little bit inconsistent. They got a player like Dorian Finney-Smith, who is a,
decent defender,
3-and-D player, has switchability on defense. And I'm not saying he's like prime Kawhi Leonard, but let's just be frank, he's a better defender than D'Angelo Russell.
Oh yeah, I mean,
doesn't need the ball in his hands. So that allows Bron and AD to do what they want to do. I think it worked out for both sides. The Nets get an expiring contract on a young team that's kind of tanking, and the Lakers get a couple vets who know their role. So,
yeah, man, he was such a frustrating player. For me as a Laker, he would be like I said on the show before, we could go back. I don't know what number show it was on, but he is the reason for the Lakers, especially in the playoffs. What I mean, the reason they lose and the reason they win, though.
Yeah.
So it's 50-50.
And it was too much 50-50, right? You can't have that.
Now, another thing I remember you saying was like, D'Lo was kind of the player where you be like, man, what the F are you doing? And then like a couple seconds later, you like, yeah. Like,
yeah.
In the same game.
He did unconventional stuff, but
a double-edged sword.
Just too inconsistent for me.
And we've preached this on the show so many times. You can't be a great player and be consistent / inconsistent.
He's that guy.
Night and night. Yeah, night in, night out.
He's that guy, Dre, that never really decided what type of player he was going to be in the league.
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
He just kind of half does everything.
He doesn't.
I remember in his first couple years, I was thinking when he was on the Lakers the first time, I was thinking Harden for some reason. I thought that was the trajectory, but clearly no cigar.
That boy said Harden.
As far as comparisons to their first couple years, how they look, play style.
I mean, fair enough. He pretty much is kind of Harden, like
but great value, like a great value version.
Yeah, that's why I said hard and light. Like, you know, it's.
But it sounds like y'all two are y'all don't have an issue with the trade.
No.
No,
and also weren't the
I'm glad for my sorry, Dre, for my sanity, bro. Yeah.
And real quick, I was gonna ask you, wasn't D'Lo a few years ago going to get traded, but what the Lakers
every
were going
year,
to trade
every year, bro.
And we kept
he's in
and you
trade
guys
talks.
kept saying
and that is kind of
working.
annoying as a fan. That part alone, that's always circulating. Like, all right, like he's out there. I think the most imminent one, that like I guess Atlanta ended up changing their mind was we were trying to get DeJounte.
Yeah.
And they used
Atlanta was smart to change their mind.
Yeah,
that backcourt would have been ass. Holy shit!
Yeah, and Atlanta was like, "We cool." It was quite a few teams that said we cool on D'Lo. But
what that tell you?
And we got a suitor. Yeah, exactly.
Like my boy Roger Mayweather used to say. Rest in peace, Raj. What that tell you?
And then the other breaking news, Jimmy Butler officially made a trade request.
Yeah, that's been.
So it sounds like, and it sounds like Pat Riley's kind of been making comments the past couple years that he was kind of through with Butler, but you know, like Pat old school, so he's been real honest in the media and stuff. But it sounds like it's finally hit a head-on collision. But is it how y'all feel about Butler? Is it time to have a conversation of like if it's everybody else, maybe it's you, or is it he just really misunderstood? Like, how y'all feel about Butler's situation?
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of like a case by case basis, you know. Like, not gonna lie, and especially in Philly, I ain't gonna lie, them boys was soft. I've been saying that shit for a while now that them boys is soft. No, especially being in
Minnesota too.
Yeah, in Minnesota, I was like, maybe Cat was a little bit soft, and it's possible. But in Miami, I'm like, now it's kind of looking like, all right, Butler.
It looked like a match made in heaven at first. Like,
yeah, and now it's kind of like you kind of with the antics and shit, and you know, coming in with the locks and then cutting them off, and then not being ready to go during the season, constantly getting hurt and.
That's the one right there. No, Isaiah F. That's the one right there. Where you said constantly getting hurt. That is the one.
Like you can pull these types of antics, chirping in media, and then the media day shit when you know, playing at least 65 plus games a season.
Right, preach.
But like, come on now, bro. You ain't like Butler used to be a staple player. Like we expect him to play like 70 games plus a season, you know.
Right.
But granted, I mean. It's not like he's wanting to get injured, you know,
and he is getting up there in age, but
yeah, but
when you get to wolfing and spit, and I think that's what Pat Riley got pissed off at when they lose to Boston, like, oh yeah, if I was out there, nigga, don't nobody want to hear that shit. If I was out there, if I would have done, if my auntie, you know what I'm about to say.
This is like I'm getting a little upset now. It's just frustrating though to hear after a while, like. You weren't on the court to do anything about it, so don't speak on it.
Does he have a team y'all could think of that would actually like be a good fit at this point to get the best out of him that he might have left?
Fuck.
Or doesn't matter?
I mean,
I heard some Phoenix chirps. That was the most imminent one, but as I always say, nothing is.
How many niggas does Phoenix need?
Well, they supposed to be hollering at. They supposed to be hollering at Bill about coming off that NTC.
Who finna play point though? That's my question. Who gonna play center?
Tyus Jones.
Then who gonna play center at that point?
Nurkic.
So who going to the bench?
It would be Tyus Jones, Booker, Butler, KD, Nurkic. That would be the starting five.
So they trading Beal for
Bill has an NTC, so they would have to talk to him about coming off of that. But that was the name that was told. That's
okay.
when Shams reported it.
Okay. Man, this is getting out of hand, man.
Cause yeah, they say that that Bill and Booker's fit is a nasty fit and not working. And I said it when the trade happened that I wasn't amused.
Yeah,
Like I
you guys
wasn't
were
amused
already like against it.
Yeah, I knew that split wasn't gonna work, but I thought at least now with Tyus Jones that should help that they got because I already said they didn't need no superstar super point guard like that. Just a smart PG who plays right, good IQ, knows what to do, and kind of just control the tempo a little bit. And Tyus Jones is perfect for that.
Them niggas need to go hoop. Fuck that, nigga.
That's how they got swept in the first place, Isaiah.
Well,
By thinking like that.
I'm not saying fuck that, like literally fuck that, but man, they on that bullshit, man. Go fucking play basketball. It ain't that
making it too difficult, huh?
Like, not in this league. All you gotta do pick and roll, drive and kick shit.
Yeah.
That's all it. Pick and roll, pick and pop, drive and kick. That's it. That's the three plays that you got, nigga.
And then last but not least, Mike Brown has been fired again.
I don't
again.
That.
My question is more so surrounding the team at this point, though, because it seems like Sacramento's been in this weird position for at least the last 20 years where it's like they either trash or they, kind of in that mid-grade to good tier sometimes. And then it's like that no real direction. Where do you even, I'm sure y'all going to agree they need Jesus, but where do you even begin to start with truly fixing this team in the right direction at this point?
And not just fixing them in the right direction, but keeping them on as a consistent team year in and year out. Keep them competitive.
Right.
Y'all gonna call me crazy? You gotta trade De'Aaron Fox.
No, I don't think that's crazy.
I've heard that.
They've been trying to trade this nigga for 3 or 4 years, but I think they kind of oversaturate his actual value, and I think that's what their problem has been. They don't want to just let him go. You know what I'm saying? Just to I think they'd be expecting a package. That's why they traded Holly in the first place. They didn't want to trade Holly, but that was who had more value. You know what I'm saying at the time. So that they had to do what they had to do.
Yeah.
But if I'm sad, I 100% agree with you, Isaiah. I'll take it a step further. I'm completely fine with cleaning house with everybody except Sabonis and just build around him at this point.
I would say you can still keep a player like Keegan Murray and everything, but I mean, I don't know, and this is no discredit to Sabonis. He feels more like a complementary piece, like the second, the number 2,
like a Robin.
Yes, more than a Batman. And I'm just not sure.
You don't trust Sabonis as a number 1 option?
I don't know. I could be wrong. I could certainly be wrong. I've been wrong before. So, but I certainly think that you trade De'Aaron Fox because I just don't think it works out with Sabonis, with a guard who's not a perennial 3-point shooter. He needs you gotta at least be like Jalen Brunson.
What if they go take a chance on Zoe? What do you think about that?
That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. But can Zoe play?
Well, that's why I said take the chance. I mean, at this point, what Sacramento got to lose?
Yeah, I mean, it's just what can you get back for De'Aaron Fox? Because you need to get at the very least, 1 first rounder.
But that's the thing, Isaiah. I think if that's all it took, I think they would have got that already. I think they want beyond that. They probably want multiple first rounders or a first rounder and a guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I think Fox doesn't have much value on the market, not because he's not an extremely talented player, but a lot of times these days they think about your contribution to a winning culture. And
sure.
I don't believe that Fox has necessarily shown that as of yet, that he's that kind of guy. That's like remember when and I'm not don't get mad. I'm not comparing him to who I'm about to say because the nigga I'm about to say I do think he's trash. But I'm gonna use Bledsoe as an example, right?
Oh man, that all
I'm gonna
right,
give him an
yeah.
example.
Hey, my
Just
nigga.
off
Hey,
of
my
if it,
nigga.
look, hear me out, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not saying
It's just,
that that's Fox. I'm
it's
not
just
saying that's Fox.
Bledsoe is
I'm
crazy,
not saying
man.
that's Fox. But hear me out. As far as showing the spurts of talent, and then you go to a winning organization and you don't fit with what they have going, even though if you go to some sorry team, you'll probably put up 20 and 8 assists or you know what I'm saying, something like that. You know what I mean? Like you're capable of that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are you play a winning brand of basketball. And again, I'm not saying Fox is probably 10 times better than Bledsoe if you ask me, but I'm just saying as far as that aspect of the aura they have.
Okay.
And that's why it's probably been difficult to trade Fox because a sorry team don't want to deal with Fox because it's like, okay, I mean, I know we don't realize it, but Fox is practically a veteran at this point. Young teams don't typically like to take on veterans who's just going to be there just to be there. You know what I mean? They want somebody who they feel like is going to be part of the future. And a contending team wants to make sure that you're on board with whatever it is that needs to be done for y'all to win going forward. You know what I'm saying? Fox is not really like I'm not going to say passive because I'm not saying every point guard has to be passive, but you have to be willing to move the ball and, you know what I'm saying? Like, have a certain.
He's a traditional, more old school ball dominant point guard.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's ball dominant, but I don't know if he, like, necessarily always makes the correct decisions.
Well, I'm not saying the correct. I wasn't saying traditional in that sense. I meant traditional in ball dominant point guard.
Yeah. Yeah, and that might be the problem. I think he needs to, and he probably don't got it in him. But I think if he was more of like a Kyrie who's capable of playing off the ball, it would help him.
But he can't shoot that well. I mean,
not an excellent shooter,
and maybe that's why teams ain't trying to trade for him. What me and you just described.
But
and
my
we're
thing
also
is,
in that.
my thing is, you can.
But Sack needs to unload him. Pause.
Yeah,
Like,
that was crazy.
come on, yeah. That did sound crazy though. Pause.
But my thing is, I mean, if you have a team with shooters that you can put around him, it's just that Sacramento hasn't truly built a team with, knockdown shooters around him to me. Not to say that Sacramento built a bad team, but they haven't built a shooting team. And it's like,
so they've been putting the wrong fits around them.
I think like Sabonis isn't a bad fit. Keegan Murray isn't a bad fit, but DeMar,
even Malik Monk.
Malik Monk,
he's a good complimentary player.
He's a good complimentary player, but I just, even though they did well in college together, like I
mean, I liked them on the Lakers. Like,
I did like Malik Monk on the Lakers. I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna work for that young man there, but I mean, he can be used, and he can be used on a winning team. Pause.
For sure.
I don't know what his worth would be exactly. I think they should have traded him after the playoff run that they made when they went up against the Warriors and stuff. But I mean,
you talking about Fox?
Yes, but like, who's gonna trade him right after you just made a playoff run?
Right. You're thinking about building upon that.
Exactly.
But I think that's a sign if you have a run like that and then you just regressed ever since. It's like, that's what I'm saying. They're in a really weird position to where it's like, how you even scapegoat a coach at this point? Like, you don't even know if that's really truly the problem or not. Maybe it starts from the top. You know what
I mean, it's easy.
We always talk about how the front office needs to be held accountable.
Like situations like this is perfect. You got the same front office that's been there for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you give GMs and presidents to spend more time because it's not a 1 year off thing. But after a certain amount of time, when do we look in the mirror and say, like, all right, like, this we've given you like when is maybe that could be the question. Like, when is it like too much time that we've given you as a front office and you haven't seen any, all you see is complacency at best.
I mean,
Like,
that's when you have to look at ownership and say, okay, does this person actually like football? I mean, hell,
you mean
like,
basketball?
I mean basketball. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about my bad. Because I mean, do they truly care about the team? Because you have owners who just
That's
have
a
this
great
team,
point. That's a great
who
point.
just have a team just to flex to their friends. Oh, I have
Mm-hmm.
a team.
Had them
Yep.
skybox
And
seats.
Yep.
exactly.
And you got to
So
realize
That's
too,
true.
Mike Brown has only been with the team since 2022.
like the reason, like take it to another sport. The reason why the Dodgers seem like you know, they're
Unbeatable.
well, no, not even that. Their ownership cares so much about winning. The Dodgers are owned by an investment group.
Oh shit.
They know that winning equals more jersey sales, which equals more ticket sales, which equals then we can increase prices in front of their faces because they know, we're signing players like Otani, we're signing players like Betts, we're signing players like Freeman.
Hmm.
We know the Dodgers are 100% committed to winning. So the fans will get behind that. But then you have owners like the owner in Sacramento who's like,
Or
well,
Dolan.
yeah, or Dolan. Dolan's done. I'll give him this. Dolan's done better recently, but what I'm saying is you have owners like in Sac who has not fired their GM in who knows how long, or hasn't hired a decent GM and who knows how long, and they haven't made a decent move in like a truly good decent move in ever.
Isaiah, I think you just opened a whole nother can of worms for me that I never thought about. We do need to start having that conversation because if you think about it, with owners who don't really give a F per se about the sport, I'm not even saying you got to know the sport, but they're not passionate about the sport. I feel like a lot of the times it does show. Like, look at how Donald Sterling was. Like, Donald Sterling cared about, like you said, bragging to his buddies. I got a team in LA and all of that. But as
He
far as when it
always
came
like
to
that.
spending money, it's like I don't
Well,
care what's
it
supposed to
was a
make us
different
better.
reason than that. We know what
Well,
the
I
real
mean, yeah,
reason
we could
was.
go further, but I was using him as an example. Okay, like let's
Mhm.
say like Mark Cuban, right? That's one of the rare owners who truly are passionate and give a F about their team. And it
Yeah.
shows. Dallas, even though I understand they only got like one ring in like God knows how long, but it's like they're always like a team that's in the mix for
Yeah.
that reason because they have people who care. Mark Cuban probably really is a part of the interview process.
Well,
You know what I'm
Mark
saying?
Cuban
It's
don't
not
own
just
them
a
no more.
well, he doesn't technically own them, but he found some weird way to finesse himself as still like a part of like a lot of their decisions while selling like a certain percentage of the team. So he's still like very heavily involved. But I mean, even if we go from the time that I guess he sold it like a year or two ago. So even the time his tenure from like 99 or 2000 to up until a couple years ago, Dallas has always been a team that's in the mix somehow. Even if you don't talk about them like, oh yeah, like that's the super contending team. Like you didn't talk about them like the Spurs or the Lakers, but you knew that at some point you probably gonna run into Dallas, and Dallas was somebody that was gonna be in the mix because they knew how to run their franchise. Versus other teams who have these owners who, like you said, and this goes for all sports, when they really truly don't give a f, it's kind of hard to hide that. It's gonna show because of the people you put in the decision making process, and then the product ultimately that we see on the field or on the court. That's why they always say it starts from the top. That's where that comes from. People underestimate having a well run organization these days, it seems like.
Yeah. I don't.
But that's
Shit.
definitely something I ain't gonna lie. Like at a later time, I want to kind of zone in on that conversation and look more into that because I think there's something to that. I
I
really
mean,
do.
it absolutely is. Like you said, Well, Mark, like for example, with the Raiders, Mark does not care nearly as much as his dad did. I'm sorry, there's no fucking way he does.
Yeah,
Same thing with the Oakland A's. He didn't care about the Oakland A's nearly as much as the fans do.
right.
Because they have generational wealth that is absurd and earned through avenues that we'd have to talk about on a completely different podcast. But here and again, uh,
How
it,
much do
it,
I care about a team winning when my team won 30 games last year, but I still generated $1 billion in revenue?
Hmm.
don't give a shit.
How much am I supposed to care about that?
I mean, if you just keep it at 100, man, it's tough. That's tough, bro.
So, and that's the frustration, I guess, of the life of a fan. But the irony is the fans is the one that's getting them that billion. So, all right, let's get cracking, man. This is week 17.
Jesus.
Yes, you guys heard right.
Are you sure? Are you sure you didn't? Are you sure you didn't mean to say week 7?
17, nigga.
Oh.
No, he said it right because it's been a long ass season with these sorry sons.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy the different perceptions of a season based on who your team is. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it'd be a long season. For some people, it'd be like, damn, that kind of skated by. Like, because it was so much going on. So, yeah, I get it. But week 17, and the Chiefs are now sitting at 15-1. They set it off
crazy.
with the Christmas matchup. As much of it as people talk,
15 and
the
1
Chiefs
I've
are
ever seen.
sitting at 15-1.
Nonetheless,
Most fraudulent 15 and 1 I've ever seen. Fuck that team.
I mean, you're supposed to say that. It's all good.
No, the entire league feels that way.
Of course. That's just like it's the new Patriots. Everybody hated the Patriots too.
Nah, the Patriots were actually dominant in that like 16-0 season.
We had a little pizzazz when
during their two peats and shit like that. Bro, that shit don't even feel right, bro.
It don't feel right because you're on the receiving end of what.
Bro, I hate both of them. I hate both of them. I hate the who start. We the ones who really got the Patriots dynasty started for real. Yeah, that's what truly got it started. Like they had some,
but I think the difference is you didn't know that there was this many years of misery to follow. So y'all still probably felt good at that specific time. Now it's been miserable for a while. So now
felt good at that time. Hell no, nigga.
Not felt good in that way. As far as like there was still something to anticipate. Man, you didn't think it was over. You didn't think that everything that's transpired after that was to come after the Tuck Rule situation or the Super Bowl loss. You couldn't have predicted that. You thought there was there should be a bright future ahead.
Hey, bro. If I was old enough to know everything, them boys was going
to win another rope.
If I'd have known that Al Davis had done damn sued the NFL and shit, and gotten away with it and everything, man, I ain't even gonna lie. I wouldn't even watch NFL football ever, man. I wouldn't say I'd be a fan of another team, but I just wouldn't watch NFL football.
Damn.
This shit is just annoying. I'm just so sick and tired of being sick and tired.
The life of a Raider fan.
Like I posted on Facebook yesterday, bro. I said, like, I wouldn't switch up on the Raiders. I'm not finna go out and buy no fucking Chiefs jersey. I would never, or go buy a fucking Lions jersey or something like that. But I do wonder what it was like to be a fan of the Brady Patriots and the Chiefs right now.
Or just the Raiders in the 80s.
Yeah, the Raiders in the 80s or the Steelers, just during winning times of a winning NFL franchise.
I can tell you it was great.
Because, like, I've experienced the winning in baseball. college football,
basketball.
hell, women's basketball. The list goes on and on. But these fuckers in the black and silver, for some damn reason, once I decided to become a fan in '02, uh, uh, yeah, '02.
You can't
Just
help. You can't help that y'all had
just
Kansas City.
decided
Kansas City turn into what they did in y'all division. You can't help that happened.
Man, that's bullshit.
So all y'all could do is buckle up and y'all will figure it out. Help us on the way.
And another thing that I just realized, so think about this. 12 years ago, today, the Chiefs fired Romeo Crennel.
Mm-hmm.
You know who they hired after that?
Was it Reed?
Yep. And they've had the same coach ever since. Can anybody tell me how many head coaches the Raiders have had since 2012?
12?
I'm gonna say.
I'll give you a minute.
I'm gonna say 12 years. What's that? 2012. I'm gonna say 8.
Anybody else?
Are you including interns?
2012.
You said, am I including interims?
Yeah, like if you was an intern for a few games or something like that.
No, I'll do just official.
Okay, yeah, I'll say 8.
Official 6 coaches.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Ragu is correct. 6. 6 head coaches in that time span.
Damn.
From
what I hear, the Rams was like that too until Fisher got fired.
7 if you want to include Bisaccia.
Hey man.
Yes, and it would be 8, right? If you included AP now, yeah. Really, yeah, just
no AP is
can't count
head
AP
coach.
twice, yeah.
How y'all has y'all does that Christmas game make any of y'all opinion change on the Steelers this season?
I'm glad you asking this.
I would real quick. I just want to say it. This almost feels like their 10-0 season. Remember when they started to lose momentum towards the end of the year?
Yep.
That's what this almost feels like. Sorry, Coop, but that's what it almost feels like.
No, I think I brought that up before. I could see that angle. Paul.
It's just it seems like we're watching a repeat on it.
The Raiders played the AFC North this year. You know, me and Ant cover, break down the games before and after.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Steelers game, bro. All right, remember? I was there.
Yeah. When they had Fields, right?
Yeah. Cincinnati was the best team in the division to me. Even better than Baltimore. We beat Baltimore, bro. I don't know, Dre, if it was the smoke and mirrors type 10-0 season, but it felt soft, bro. Yeah, they little winning, they little record, bro, felt soft.
Yeah.
And when we play, pause. That's
you
it.
Good, you good.
No, bro, it something wasn't right. When we played them, they cheated against us, bro. I was there. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot sometimes, but they came with a few bogus calls against us that I felt, and I was at the game. Cincinnati, we didn't have a chance. Joe Shiesty just took us. It was like 7-on-7. We beat Baltimore. We beat Cleveland. So I don't know what really happened, and I guess it's the DBs, but I'm not. I don't cover Cincinnati.
Their DBs are garbage.
Damn. So like half y'all wins.
Was a better team.
Half y'all wins was the AFC North, basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should have been our only wins, but
yeah, it is. That is crazy to think about.
Yeah. That's just the National Football League.
And that's a damn good division. Probably the second best this year, I would say.
National Football League is what that is.
That's crazy. Isaiah, what you thinking?
I told you what I think. Fuck the Chiefs.
No, I'm talking about for the Steelers.
Oh, my bad.
Look at you. Damn, nigga, you traumatized.
Nigga, shut your ass up. Fuck the Steelers too. Shit, they rivals too. Fuck them.
Oh, you F the Steelers with Coupe here, huh? All right, nigga. now you look like me last week.
Yep, sure enough too. I don't know it. I won't say it's time to fire Tomlin and all this shit and things like that, but
definitely not.
Yeah, nah, nothing's time.
It might be time for kind of full on rebuild.
Of the staff?
Yeah, well, not the staff, but of the team.
the team, the rebuild of the team.
Yeah,
rebuild
Matter of fact,
whole team.
We need a couple players up off them, so that might be what
I mean is
I would think a retool, not a rebuild.
Yeah, I guess you could say a retool, but I can't lie, they kind of been doing that for the past
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years, and sometimes it leads to Super Bowl.
Bro, did you see that stat I posted yesterday?
Yeah, they haven't made it. These
niggas have not finished last in the division since 1983.
Ever since the North was a division, they've
1983,
never
bro.
That is a crazy stat line to think of.
I seen it in the Rams group because they was bragging, yeah, we ain't
since they changed it to the North, they've never finished last.
So it was somebody in one of my Rams groups bragging because I think the Rams haven't finished last in a long while, whenever that was. But I was like, F all that. Hold on, do y'all see that Steelers year right there? That's gonna say 1983, and nobody else. The second person wasn't.
No, it was
close.
88. It was 88.
88. Okay, it was 80 something. But yeah, that was wild. That was effing wild. That type of competency and structure, you can't.
Well,
you can't
at the same
time,
man. Come on now.
That's personnel.
They did have the Browns in their division,
just like the New England.
I thought the Browns was Baltimore.
The New England NFC.
They had the same Browns
East as they won.
Oh well, fair enough.
Yeah, the Browns. That's a recent thing.
Hold on. When did the Browns get in their division?
99.
Yeah, late 90s.
No, the Browns always was with the.
Well, I'm saying that because that was the Baltimore Ravens, right?
Yeah, but the Browns was there even before they changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a little confusing little time right there, but I knew something happened to
the Steelers. The Browns and the Steelers are the two teams.
They was always there.
Along with the Bengals.
But the Browns wasn't always sorry either.
The
from
Bengals,
that perspective.
the Browns, and the Steelers changed to AFC to make the shit even because the NFC had 15 teams to the AFC's 12.
Yeah.
And those are the three teams that came over because they got paid. So they were NFC teams.
Yeah, the Browns were a team in '88. They were the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
it was them, the Oilers, and
the Oilers. Damn, I forgot
Baltimore
about that.
wasn't around.
And the Oilers is the Titans now, right?
There used to be a Baltimore Colts.
Yeah,
Baltimore Colts.
Yeah.
Yep. With the
they were Indianapolis at this point, but at this point,
fact, they played in the NFC.
Yeah, there was no team in Baltimore at this point, right? At this point, and at this point, the Arizona Cardinals were the Phoenix Cardinals. Yeah, you still had the Houston Oilers.
Phoenix Cardinals. That sounds nasty.
It used to be St. Louis.
Ain't that a baseball team?
It was the football team too. Used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In a segment of y'all too young to remember when.
All right, next up we got the Ravens in Texas. I know what question y'all finna ask.
What? Ravens and Texans.
Do we have to?
Why? Because they got after him pretty bad.
Oh, you just see it?
Yeah, I did.
You just see the Christmas showdown?
I turned. Mostly because Lamar, the cat that I was playing in the Super Bowl and the other fantasy league, Lamar was on his team. Once he got to doing, you know what I mean, doing all that shit, bro. I'm like, that's how you go do your boy, man. So yeah, I turned. I saw the writing on the wall.
I need everybody to chill on the CJ slander, talking about sophomore slump and he need to be studied and all that bullshit. This nigga ain't had all his top 3 receivers that missed at least 4 to 5 games a year.
Hell no.
This
I ain't
year,
trying to hear that.
like I don't want to hear that spit. Like hop off my boy CJ.
No, I ain't trying to hear that, nigga. Nah, y'all be trying to crown niggas way too early.
What we didn't crown him as nothing crazy. We just said we said he had the greatest rookie season ever, and that still stands. This year has nothing to do with last year.
It did not still stand. Fuck you talking about?
Who got the greatest rookie season ever for a quarterback?
He's about to say Jaden Daniels.
Well, no. Well, at this point, maybe, possibly. It's possible, maybe, but his story ain't done yet. I'd have to go back.
He got to at least win a playoff game to have that conversation.
CJ, all right, man. He just got a different schedule, right?
Yeah.
Last year they had that
different schedule. They got the receivers been hurt all year.
Hey, Ragu, man, that division trash. They got the Jags over there. They got the Titans, and then they got
division matchups are never easy, Isaiah.
Right.
They sorry to everybody else.
We lost to the Chiefs by one. We played the Chiefs arguably tougher than
everybody else.
Everybody else. Yeah. That's the division
Fuck that. We know how
I know
that
it don't
game,
fit your narrative.
We know how that game gonna end every year. Exactly. And I'm glad. See, Ragu understand.
He get it.
Show don't fit my narrative.
Yeah, he do follow from burners with you every week. So
fuck that, man. We know how that game gonna end every year with the Raiders and Chiefs. Damn near.
Not really.
Except for last year, we might pop them in the mouth. Pause. Once every 7 years. Damn it. I'm tired of that.
Nah, bro. You know.
McDaniels almost beat Mahomes. If Derek Carr and Adams hit on that third down or whatever that split was, that game was over with. Man, McDaniels almost beat the Chiefs, nigga. So that's how y'all play the Chiefs.
Man, get the fuck out of here. The Raiders almost beat the Chiefs. McDaniels ain't almost do shit. He probably almost screwed that bitch up.
Man.
Fuck you talking about? Fuck McDaniels, nigga.
Yeah, my bad. I shouldn't have brought that name up.
Don't ever give him credit for shit. Fuck you talking about?
He will never get credit. And yet he's still.
All right, let's go to the next one. Seahawks and Bears.
That shit was
fucking
boring.
That was the shittiest
that was some
show
nasty
I've ever
work.
seen.
I mean, no.
I was supposed to watch that game because it did involve me, but I did not watch that game, and I couldn't be more glad that I did.
Ain't nobody mad at you.
It was egregious.
Bro, I bet on that game and didn't even watch that game. That's how I asked that
Damn,
game
you know that's bad. You had dollars on it?
Yeah, I don't think nobody's mad at you, JC.
Bro, that was trash. Oh my!
That was some nasty work. Seahawks don't deserve to go to playoffs after that.
I think they got eliminated, didn't they? Regardless,
not because of that game, but yeah, they needed some stuff to happen to still be in it. They needed us to lose, which obviously we didn't, and then they needed it was some strength of schedule stuff that had to happen on Sunday that didn't go their way. So that's how we clinched, as you can see. You know what I'm saying?
They had a kind of a meltdown too, man. This past
they kind of always do though. It seems like they start off hot and then fizzle out. I don't know. It's like a Seattle tradition at this point.
You know what? You're not lying. You're not wrong.
I
noticed that too.
Year out.
I noticed that too. First 10 games, they be in the mix.
Do you go get a quarterback if you Seattle?
Because
Isaiah, you did mention that the line was amongst
and
the
Geno Smith
worst
ain't
pretty
getting
much
any
most of the
younger.
season, and he was playing decent, and I guess enough was enough at some point. Like, so what you thinking?
And Geno's
I
not
think
getting any
that
younger.
I think that you have to probably take building the line more, because you're not gonna have a pick where you're gonna get perennial quarterback
Right, because
unless
of where they finish at. Yeah,
unless you just got a guy that you can pick in the second round possibly that could be a leader of a franchise. Hell, maybe Dylan Gabriel is that type of guy, but I
You
don't
think he
know.
gonna fall that low?
Yeah, he could fall down the second round
Mm.
unless he just goes crazy this playoffs.
Which I predict he will.
It's just that he in that Oregon offense, he's not really demanded to do some of the things that possibly a Shador or Cam Ward would have to do. Granted, Shador has Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn. He does have athletes out on that field, but let's be for real. Oregon's NIL money and status in college football in the college realm, period. They have athletes that are on the level of Jimmy Horn and Travis Hunter, playing at Oregon. Well, there's only one Travis Hunter, but you know what I'm saying, 5-star type athletes.
Yeah. Dre, why you hiding, nigga? It's your turn.
It is not my turn. Nah,
we got the Chargers and Pats. Mr. 9-8, talk to me.
You got breaking news about the Patriots, bro. You guys hear?
What?
If they lose, they got the number 1 pick.
Damn.
But
that's good news.
fast.
But that's good news for the other teams because they're more than likely not going to draft a quarterback. So I don't think anybody's going to be worried about that.
Quarterback either.
No, they drafting Travis Hunter, man. They finished.
Yeah, for sure. They got a QB. They don't need to do that shit.
Unless Dion has them pull a Eli, what I'm saying, hey, bro, you draft us, bro. I'm not signing that contract, and I promise you I won't. Which I just don't.
I mean, that's kind of self-sabotaging. Yeah, don't do that.
I don't anticipate he will, but I mean, he said he'll do it for Shador. He said that shit.
But really
said
fast,
he's gonna do it behind the scenes. So.
Yeah, no, Grant, absolutely. I'm not saying that he was gonna make some, whole ordeal out of it or anything like that. But he did say he was willing to sit up there and pull an Eli for Shador
and New England gonna pull a Detroit of what they did with Isaiah Thomas. Like, nigga, no matter what, nigga, you're getting drafted, nigga. Like, so do what you got to do. But if you there when we there, you're coming to Boston.
And well, guess what? They'll have to trade his ass just like LA had to do with Eli.
I don't think that's gonna happen again. I doubt it.
I doubt that it's gonna happen. I absolutely doubt that it's gonna happen. I'm just saying, if it did happen, that'd be the scenario, and that's what's gonna happen. They'd have to trade that thing.
But real quick, I just want to say again, number one, I just don't understand how many times we gotta stress this enough. I mean, losing football. Let me run down losing football.
Y'all are very familiar with that now.
Let me run down. Thank you, JC. I'm glad you had to bring that up.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck you.
Much spit you was talking about my Rams, nigga. Hell yeah. I'm rubbing it all in. Pause.
So, losing football. Here we go. 2 for 10 on third down. Our offensive line had no fucking protection for Drake May. He was sacked 4 times for 30 yards.
Damn.
Guys, if I'm correct, this is a 60-minute game, correct? Correct. 60 minutes, and we didn't have not one red zone or goal-to-goal appearance. So that means the farthest we were getting is to make
sound like a boo-boo
50.
team with a boo-boo scheme.
And we lost the turnover battle. But no goal-to-goal. So and
it wasn't from Drake May.
And that tells me we only got to the 50-yard line and couldn't do anything else after that.
Hey man, free Drake May, man. This is sad to watch, bro. Y'all doing him so dirty.
It is very.
No, he just has to be careful, man. He be out there running.
Yeah.
Just trying to,
I
told him earlier this season.
Ragu, you
What
said
did I
this
tell
a few
him
weeks
earlier
ago.
this season?
Yeah,
Stop
some of
playing
these
hero ball.
jits be thinking they still
Thank
at
you.
college and shit like that, and they still think they're a better athlete than everybody
Don't
out
do
there
it
on
on
the
a
football
bad
field.
team, son.
Yes.
Don't do it. You going to jack your career up.
Literally the only positive that New England had in this game was that they ran for 96 yards and their yards per carry was a 4.0. So they were getting about 4 yards per carry. That was the only positive, if you want to call that a positive.
There was nothing positive about that.
So New England is the team to call if you're trying to get up there. Right?
Yep.
They don't need a quarterback.
But I think if they get number one, they're definitely
They're in the driver's
You're
seat,
telling
bro.
me I'm gonna have a defensive back room, 2 corners of Gonzalez and Hunter, and then I'm gonna have Drake May and Travis Hunter combination? Yeah, come on, man. That's no question. That's a perfect fit for the Patriots. I hope it don't happen, but I can see why it would.
And then of course, oh my bad. Go ahead, Ragu.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, as you know, if we're gonna get, like you said, JC, if he's there, hey, if you're on that draft board on that day, you're coming over to Boston. I just feel like we have other issues that we also need to, fix too, which is the line as well.
Within those top 5 picks, what other issue is more important than a generational player? That's what I'm
saying. But when I say that shit,
nigga, y'all need a quarterback. Y'all need a quarterback. He don't need a quarterback. He don't need a quarterback, nigga.
I'm not trying to hear that.
Position.
No.
You got Aiden O'Connell, nigga.
Keep the same narrative that you had.
You don't got Drake May.
JC, slow up about my main man Aiden, man. Slow up about Aiden, man. I'm just saying. Come on now, man.
But also, shout out real quick to Justin Herbert, 26 for 38, 281 and 3 tutties. Also, shout out to McConkey.
All of a sudden.
Also, shout out to McConkey.
I see you done changed your tune, nigga.
Shout out to McConkey, 2 touchdowns, 94 receiving yards, 8 receptions on 10 targets.
Boy, Dre, you sure got a lot of apologies at the end of the season. I know that.
Oh, no, I absolutely do today.
Should have stayed objective, nigga. Like Coop said, they got a reason to hate Herbert, nigga. They got a reason to hate on the Rams.
Hey, I said, I apologized already.
Nah, nigga. I need a public apology. Don't try to hide your hand. Try to hide your hand and then, you know what I'm saying, come on the show and stand on business. F that. You was hating on Herbert for no reason.
Hey, I apologized on the show like 3 weeks ago.
40, and he put a 40 burger on you. That is poetry. That is football poetry. Nigga, you was hating on for no reason, put a 40 burger on you. 3 tutties.
Oh, we also lost really bad in time of possession. We had 19 minutes and 26 seconds to their 40 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yeah, but we spending too much time in y'all niggas.
I appreciate y'all though.
Yeah,
I appreciate y'all.
Donkeys and Bengals, man.
Be careful, Drake May. Be careful this last game.
Just don't play hero ball.
Is he playing?
I feel like
I think he went in.
Nah, Ragu, what happened to get your butt out there?
No, I think he went in protocol again. He's out there getting banged up, man, trying to extend plays for first downs and whatnot on a bad team, bro. Don't do it, young fella.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Donkeys and Bengals, man. We had a game that actually mattered.
Slow up about Aiden.
Hey, fuck you again, JC. Jesus Christ.
Aiden is no Drake May. That's all I'm saying. They have their quarterback.
Drake May done did.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Drake May.
We see through the line, nigga. We see through the line.
He ain't even did
That's
nothing
all
yet.
that is.
He ain't even did nothing yet.
Man, y'all take Drake May over Aiden in a heartbeat. Stop it. Right now.
You talking about
right now.
I don't know shit. He ain't did nothing.
I ain't seen enough of Drake May to say that. And that's on the real.
I mean, that's fair if you ain't watched him like that yet.
Yeah, that's on the real. Hey,
But
Aiden might be. Listen, Brady doesn't believe in throwing the guys out there. Brady is like you. He not on to get your young ass out there. So
Yeah,
Aiden is going to be the quarterback next year
for one more season, at least
to start the season for sure.
Well, and real quick,
now,
Drake May this season has 2K in passing
add
yards.
something though.
O'Connell still has 1,000, and Drake May also has 15 touchdowns to his 6. The only
how many games have they played?
And the only difference that O'Connell has is the interception ratio, because O'Connell only has 3 to his 10. That's the only thing. But
how many games have they played?
All right, that's the.
Yeah. O'Connell didn't finish many games,
and he did get hurt. O'Connell got hurt, I think, late, like end of the year too.
He got hurt in plenty of games and didn't even finish. That's not my point. All I'm saying is Drake May ain't did shit yet. Yeah, this nigga JC acting like this nigga Tom Brady already.
Bro, this nigga, what pick? Hold on, what pick was Drake May?
And he ain't 12. It
don't matter.
What
was Drake May?
It don't matter.
He was.
You just drafted a quarterback. You're not finna draft another one.
I didn't say you was finna draft another one. All I said was what the hell Drake May done did for you to talk him up like that. And
because it ain't crazy because it hasn't been enough time for them to say, "Hey, we're getting another quarterback instead of this guy who's a potential generational player."
O'Connell beat the Chiefs, so there go that. Well, Drake May done beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, he beat the Chiefs. He beat the Chiefs with his 60 yards. All 60 of his yards, he beat the Chiefs and no touchdowns.
Hey, Ragu.
All 60 of his yards and no touchdowns, he beat the Chiefs.
I can attest to this. We can go to a show earlier this season where he told me Sam Darnold, when he was going through his little dry stretch, when he was playing a little bit bad, he was like, he gonna get paid because he's winning ball games. So shut your ass up.
He had more than 60 yards.
That's
I know that.
It don't matter, but he was out there throwing 200 yards, 0 touchdowns and an interception, and they still winning because of the defense. And then here you go. Well, he's gonna get paid because they're winning ball games.
How many quarterbacks this season have a 60-yard passing game?
Hey, that ain't my concern, nor is that my battle, nigga. That's your battle. You tell me. What the fuck you talking about? That ain't my concern, nor is that my battle here.
Shout out Darnold, by the way. I'm with you now, Red.
It should be a little bit more impressive that he won that game with only 60 yards.
No, it ain't, nigga. When you got carried by everybody else, when your defense went crazy and your running back is, you know what I'm saying, giving you work.
So what the fuck that say about Patrick Mahomes? Since he lost to a nigga who only threw 60 yards.
It's division. We just was talking about that. That's division business.
Nah, it's division.
It's division business.
Hold on. Man. Let that have been the Rams versus the 49ers and Brock Purdy did that shit. I guarantee he'd be up here saying Brock Purdy garbage.
What? I'm gonna take a page out of your book. That don't fit my narrative. Man.
There you go. Look, hey, that's fine. That's fine.
Now let's get to this very, very probably one of the most important games of Week 17.
This nigga Joe Burrow and the Bengals really clawed their way back. Now they got one more to win.
This is absolutely insane. Didn't they do the same thing when they made the run to the Super Bowl? Like they had to claw their way back into the playoffs?
Won 9
yeah, but it
is.
Year. I don't think it started this bad though.
They were 4-6.
Even that year wasn't this bad.
They were 4-6 midway through the year.
I think 4-7 actually.
4-7.
Let's look.
Yeah, I think it was actually 4-7.
4-6 or 4-7.
What year was that when y'all bought y'all Super Bowl, JC?
Bought our Super Bowl
2021.
First of all, if we bought our Super Bowl, what y'all call the Niners?
I know.
Because they definitely that. How was that not trying to buy a Super Bowl? They just didn't win.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
Nigga.
That don't fit my narrative. That don't fit my narrative, nigga. That don't fit my narrative, nigga. So they were 10-7 that year. Yeah, y'all are right. It didn't start that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Hell no. They were.
Y'all see what the Chiefs is doing? They resting everybody next week, so because they like, nah, nigga, we ain't letting that nigga Burrow up in the playoffs.
But my thing is, I don't know about that. I don't know about that though, because they'll be off for an extremely long time with the bye and how the weeks are set up and everything. Like I think, like at least play the first half, so y'all don't have because not playing football for 2 weeks and then now you're saying adding on a third week. That's a long
So you think
time.
they're gonna play him, or maybe play the first half or something?
You should. I think that you should at least play the first half because, bro, Now you're talking about they played on Christmas, so you're gonna miss this week. That's 10 days because they play on Saturday or Sunday. Then next week, 17 days. Then another week. At that point, that's 24, 25 days without playing a game of football.
Yeah, practice.
Any game action. Practicing, you can practice all you want to. You can have them out there practicing like it's summertime for that whole month, but nothing is like game time.
Game
so
action.
it's just like,
yeah, they'll probably, but it's a double-edged sword, Isaiah, because it's like, damn, we finna beat these niggas and have to potentially see Joe Burrow in the playoffs.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying play the first half. Play like you regularly would play, and then hell, you can send the third string out there for all I care. Put the kicker in that quarterback. Shit.
Nah, it's gonna be Carson Wentz.
Shit.
A very motivated Carson Wentz at that.
So they won't finish. Well, I mean, I don't see them finishing with one loss if they're
so what you telling me is the Bengals players be telling the truth when they call that bit Burrowhead. Because you ducking a nigga like that, shit.
I would just rather play Bo Nix in the playoffs than Joe Burrow. I'm saying that.
Oh, so you ducking?
I think they are. I think they would rather duck. But I mean, that's everybody though. Like you want the path of least resistance.
I wouldn't want any parts of it.
You want the path of the least resistance. That's the goal in the playoffs. That's why everybody fights for the number one.
Look, you want to talk about carrying a team? That's what this dude is doing right now.
Yeah, that's fine. These niggas ducking. Niggas scared.
You want to talk about carrying a football team?
Niggas is scared. Man, Mr. Patrick Mahomes got a boogeyman, and his name Joe Shiesty Burrow.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. But yeah, that's any team, bro. That's why they try to get the buys in the first place. They want the free dub in the first week, and then you want to play the last seed and all of that going forth. Like, you're not trying to play the dogs right away and take all your energy.
Yeah. I ain't trying to hear.
They're not trying to see a nigga that saw them in the playoffs 3 different times already.
It sound like they got a whole bunch of bitch niggas in Kansas City. That's what it sound like.
Nigga, you just want them to see Burrow over Bo Nix. That's what that is, nigga.
It sound like them niggas power. We know.
I don't want the donkeys going to the off, so I would rather be the Bengals.
We know what that script calling for. We know what Roger Goodell done told them boys.
All right, here you go.
Well, all right, bet Joe Shiesty show up in the playoffs. Bet he show up in the playoffs.
Hey, is that defense gonna show up?
Hey, it don't matter. I bet he be there. I didn't say nothing about winning no Super Bowl. I'm talking about that script.
Who the Bengals play next week? Because I think they got to win their game too.
I think do they play the Browns or somebody like that? I'm not sure.
They gonna win.
I think they do. I don't know about that, Ragu.
Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah,
they gonna win, bro.
No, they got the Steelers.
Ooh.
Ooh, to make playoffs. And the Steelers are probably gonna be trying to get the number one in the division, right? So they playing for something too. That's gonna be a bomb game. That's gonna be a bomb game right there. But we shall see. And then we got my guys, you know what I'm saying? NFC West business, Cardinals and Rams.
Look, y'all remember when Dan Orlovsky said they have, at the time, potentially could make the playoffs? Now, I don't know if y'all saw my story. I know JC did. I know Marv did. And I said, relax.
Man, hear this nigga, man. Shut that shit up, man. We ain't
giving
I know, but I got to apologize because I didn't even think they had a shot. So I definitely have to apologize.
Get your ass out of here.
Number one in the NFC West,
winning,
baby.
They were,
you know what I'm saying? What that look
like? Weak ass division,
what that look like.
But I
That's
also
equivalent
think
to the AFC South over there.
We was 1-4, so we were the weak division, nigga. If you
the
talking
last
about,
time I remember
I know.
starting this,
we the first team in 10 years to make the playoffs like
y'all
that.
Are the weak division. Yeah,
I was
you're right.
I was gonna say
whack ass.
Same niggas that had the Niners winning 11, 12 games. Now we the weak
you
division.
got it right.
Because we number one.
Yeah,
all right.
Ass niggas, I want you to know y'all weak. Y'all
And
whack.
I told y'all we was gonna be number one. Y'all called me a madman. Now it's a weak division.
What? I was gonna say the last time I saw. The last time I saw a team actually be able to do this, start this iffy and still make playoffs and or win, was the Colts. Andrew Luck and the Colts when they started 1-5 and still made the playoffs. They finished that year 10-6. So that's
and we gonna finish 11-6.
And that's what it reminded me of.
Shout out my nigga Jimmy G. Go get that last dub for me. It ain't 12, but it's close enough to what I predicted. And Isaiah was mad as shit, talking about, oh, y'all lost a generational Hall of Famer, and you think that y'all just go whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, now we finna get 11 wins.
Like
nigga.
We said, Roger Goodell.
I told you about that defense, nigga.
Roger Goodell called in that script.
Roger Goodell care about the Rams now. If you don't stop it, Isaiah.
It's an LA team.
It's boo-boo division.
It's an LA
why
team.
the Chargers ain't this with there, nigga?
What you mean?
LA, that's an LA team. You said LA team.
What you mean? The Chargers is doing spit. What you mean?
I said why they ain't this spit. I'm talking about since they've been in LA.
Well, they got their second, so that's how that works.
Here he go. There he go with his narrative. There he go.
And then he talking about that lockdown defense that's ranked 26th in yards. What 15th in points. 18th in the pass. No, 21st against the pass. 24th.
I said our DBs was shaky. I was talking about our front seven.
Your front seven ass 24th against
we have the rookie of the year on our team. What you mean?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Talking about?
That doesn't make your whole front seven
year,
good.
Nigga.
That does not make your front seven good.
No, but Syke is good. And Byron Young is good.
That doesn't make your
and
whole.
Kobe Turner is good.
No.
What you talking about, nigga?
Who? What's that thing?
Kobe Smith. My bad. Kobe Smith.
Who?
Yeah, all right, nigga.
Andre Sports Junkie, you know who he talking about?
He said, "Who?"
Exactly. The Sports Junkie.
You gonna see in the offs, nigga, because you gonna be rooting for whoever we play.
It's a who.
You gonna see in the offs when you rooting for whoever we play, nigga. You'll see him. I got your who. We got your who, nigga.
Send that nigga to Whoville.
We got your who, nigga.
To
Rookie of the year, nigga. That's who.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying? We always ball with the Florida State breeze.
I got a
Remember what happened when Akers was over here?
I got a rookie of the year on my team too. That means
you
don't.
That means
record setting.
No,
record setting rookie. Record setting.
That was
because we know they send over there to Washington D.C. It's fraudulent. It's fraudulent.
Man, you know where it's going, nigga. That's why you saying that.
It's
you know where it's going, nigga.
You better hope my boy don't get 9 catches on Sunday, because then you ain't gonna.
It's still going to Jake, nigga. That award is sealed, shut, and delivered, nigga.
When I say this about MVP, it's an issue. You don't be trying to hear that. Oh, you be trying to push your narrative on sending it to a running back or somebody like that. Nah, keep it consistent. So what is it? So the top
DC award has been literally irrelevant for God knows how long, nigga.
What you mean, God?
This is franchise. Long? This is a franchise saver.
God knows how long. So let's see.
For God knows how long, like I said, nigga. Last time they made the playoffs, these niggas was 7-9.
Okay, what the fuck that got to do with anything? They made the playoffs, right?
And how long ago was that?
That was in 2020, right before the Super Bowl.
We're about to be in 2025 starting tomorrow.
Okay.
2025.
And listen here. When's the last time? Midnight. Tell me when the last time the Raiders made the playoffs.
Like 2-3 years ago. What you mean?
Okay, so they just as irrelevant. Okay,
but did Bowers get y'all 11 wins?
What the fuck? So Jayden got the wins by himself?
Oh my God!
Here we go. Giving QBs a win stat.
If y'all had that many wins, I would credit Bowers because he's been the only competent offensive player.
We don't talk about how Washington Communist Party, as you like to call them, had the most picks in the draft.
Kobe Myers has been comp.
Hold on.
Yeah, I thought about that after I said
Hold
that.
on.
You're right.
So they had the most picks in the draft, tied with the Arizona Cardinals, as well as the most picks in the top 100. And those are all starters. They had 5 picks in
still
the top
young
100.
guys. It's still young guys.
So now it's just now it's still young guys. 5 picks in the top 100. Boy, you get 5 starters out the draft. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. And one of them starters so much.
So how many wins? How many wins this team get without Jaden this year? How many teams they get if it's Heineke again instead of Jaden?
Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish?
Perhaps.
Okay. So, as I was so cleverly fucking saying, this team had pieces. Y'all, we would always say, oh, well, they're a quarterback in the right coaching way. They're a quarterback in the right coaching way. They're a quarterback in the right coaching way.
And they got the quarterback.
Hold on. Let me finish. Damn, you see, y'all see how he be interrupting the brother? See, this is why I need hosting duties back. I need to start muting y'all. This is unacceptable.
Man, he over here hating on Jaden, man. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying?
I need like how they got it on PTI. Partner interruption. No, shut your ass up. It's my time.
Nigga, finish, nigga. What's your moot point?
No, it ain't a moot point. They went and paired their Deron Payne with another young, talented DT out of Illinois. Newton, one of the guys that I wanted to pick up. They went out and got a cornerback so they could sit Forbes' sorry ass down, which they did. So who?
I know you ain't talking about Lattimore.
No, I'm not talking about Lattimore. They drafted somebody. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, they did.
And Lattimore ain't even played yet. So what you mean? What you mean?
That's what I was about to say. Like, man, he just got there a few games ago.
I'm gonna pull the same thing that you like to pull with Cooper Kupp. Even when he out there on the field, he effective. Even though he be hurt 90% of the time. They also went and got some offensive linemen so they wouldn't get Jaden killed like they did Sam Howell. Remember that?
Okay, so pardon DC and the scouting department for actually doing their damn job. That don't take away from Jaden, nigga. What are you talking about?
Now it's niggas just doing their job. Now
you act like they didn't just have a garage sale last year. They also just had a garage sale last year. I like how you conveniently left that part out.
Okay then. And then what did I just say? They went and invested that in the draft to make sure that they had players for Jaden who wasn't walking into a garbage situation like that 4-13 team. Obviously, they needed to have a garage sale so they could have picks for Jaden so it could be a successful season. Thank you very much. And what else did they do? They went out and got him a competent offensive coordinator in Cliff Kingsbury to make it very easy for him to out there to understand how to beat an NFL defense.
So let me get this straight. You're saying Bowers deserves Rookie of the Year because he's on a worse-ran franchise than Jaden Daniels. That's what you're saying? Is that your argument?
I'm saying it because he had Luke Getsy for half the season. How about that? And still went out there and put up them numbers. Hell, you mean?
This nigga brought up Getsy again.
he was out there. He put up these numbers. Hold on. Not only with garbage at Getsy. So you switch OCs in the middle of the year. Your perennial Pro Bowl wide receiver gets traded. So you get thrusted, into the number one role. With only one other compliment.
Well, that also means you're gonna get more targets too.
No, brother.
That means you're gonna get it force fed a lot more.
Oh, now
I got Bowers on my team.
Hold on. Now it means you're gonna get force fed a lot more, but it also means that you're gonna have to get double teamed a lot more. And triple
really
team.
Doubling tight ends like that. Pause.
Who else was you gonna double out there on the field, JC?
Yeah, you didn't watch no Raider games.
Who else was you gonna double? Didn't they double Travis Kelce? Huh?
They try to all the time.
Kelce, they try. Thank you, Ragu. They try to. But when you have a tight end of that magnitude, hold on. No, you have a tight end.
No, that's stupid. So because Kelce beat the double team like he's supposed to.
Exactly. That's because it's a certain kind of tight end.
You hear this? Am I listening?
So by the time he get the ball, it ain't no damn double team. He's jumping over the nigga who's too small or the nigga that's too slow.
Here, JC. I want you to hear how delusional you sound right now. Are you serious? So because Kelsey and Bowers are out there beating double teams
before the ball
they can get to him. What you mean before the ball gets into the air? What else you supposed to do? Once the ball gets snapped, you got to beat the double team. You got to get open. What are you talking about?
The tight is the tight. All right, let me ask you this: is the tight end not the biggest matchup on offense? Mismatch on offense.
What the? Does that have to do with anything?
Because that's what I'm saying. That's why that happened.
Casey, what does that have to do?
And I'm not. Hold on.
So
why turning this into
I'm
hating on Bowers campaign? He had a phenomenal season.
So
I'm just saying that award is sealed.
Answer me the question. Answer me this question. So why isn't every tight end in the NFL doing what Bowers is doing right now?
Because they're not Bowers. Bowers is like that. I'm not taking away from him.
Okay, you just proved my point.
That's not rookie of the year though. That's good enough for runner-up.
What you mean?
You're good enough for runner-up, nigga.
So
that's
just
what you
because,
got.
So you're literally what you saying is thank you. This nigga. Oh my god. So again, like he's literally proving my point right now.
Be sad when the awards drop.
The only thing that you have right now is that Jaden's a quarterback. That's literally what you telling me right now. That's the only.
Did you not just say Jaden is on pace, arguably, to have the best quarterback season ever as well? Did you not just say that?
I said possibly.
Right.
Possibly.
So if possibly, but you're saying that possibly based on what happens these next two games. So he's also having a historic season. It's not just Bowers.
Stop. So hold on, stop. Bowers has already solidified that he has had the greatest rookie tight end season ever. Period. End of discussion. And he's on the road to
Did you just say he need like 9 catches left or something like that? Nigga?
No.
Ain't that what you just said?
No. He's already broke the rookie tight end catching record. He's on pace to break the NFL tight end record for catches in the season.
Oh yeah, that's
period.
Different. Yeah, that's different.
Thank you.
That's different. I didn't know that.
He did that. He did that with Luke Getsy for half the season.
Rookie.
No, hold on. My bad, Rango. He did that with Luke Getsy for half the season, and then having your quarterbacks be Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, and Desmond fucking Ritter. Are you shitting me?
Ragu just said chill on Aiden. I thought y'all was just defending him. Now you want to put him in the.
I'm defending him against
Isaiah's saying something about Aiden. It's different than you saying something about him.
Here y'all niggas go. That's that black and silver bias.
I'm just saying, slow up with all the you know what I mean? Talking slick.
I ain't taking nothing away from Jaden. He is a fantastic talent. I wanted to trade up for him. You heard me say, Ragu, how many times on the podcast?
He's the rookie of the year, man. Like y'all got a coat, man. He's the rookie of the year.
What you talking about? We got a coat. What we got a coat. So you ain't biased with your my blood run deep in the DC.
I went to the Vegas
and all this.
Hold on.
Get out of here, man.
Hold on.
No,
I'm basing on. I saw the Vegas odds already. And we have my LA team got the defensive rookie of the year, and my soft spot Washington team got the offensive rookie of the year.
Thank you. That's the
and Jaden's wasn't even remotely close.
That's the real reason that you saying that. Say it again. My soft spot team. So your
because I said Vegas. I said Vegas, nigga.
Your third team in the NFL done got you up here hooting and hollering, talking
third
crazy.
Team. What's the second?
You know. Oh, you know. Don't play.
The Chargers.
Don't play.
Anybody that watched the show,
man, stop.
Hold on. He. Are you sure?
I don't even think that's the AFC team I'm pulling for this year. I got to see who all matches up.
Are you sure he's not a Justin Herbert fan?
You said what, Jay?
I was saying, are you sure he's not maybe just a Herbert fan?
That's what I've been trying to say since this damn podcast started 3 years ago.
Because it's like there's a lot of LeBron.
Isaiah, you can't hear me.
Andre, I love you, but shut your ass up.
Bro, no, because there's like, there's people that
everybody sees it, nigga.
But I like LeBron.
I am a Herbert guy. That nigga leaves the Chargers, and you probably won't even hear me utter that name no more. It's Herbert, nigga.
You can miss me with that BS, brother.
They go catch JC
and don't let him go nuts this year, nigga, because I'm gonna be right on this podcast. You better be front and center, nigga. You gonna get all of that. Oh,
whoa.
Who?
If Herbert go nuts in the playoffs, oh yeah, it's curtains.
Yeah, all right, brother. He's gonna be on the road in the cold. Yeah, we'll see about that. That brother's not throwing that football.
We shall see.
He ain't throwing that damn football. You better go look at Jim Harbaugh's
last time y'all said that he turned around and threw for 3,500 yards.
Oh my gosh.
Last time y'all said that, that's what he turned around and did. After starting how he did with the high ankle sprain. So I'm not hearing you, nigga. Herbert is still Herbert. They didn't pay him $200 million to run the ball to J.K. Dobbins.
3,500 yards is now the standard. That
When you started how you did,
that ain't my fucking fault that you started the way you did. Sorry, ass nigga. You
nigga,
an
a high
NFL
ankle
quarterback.
sprain. He was in a walking boot, nigga.
Buck up.
He was in a walking boot.
Buck up. Oh well, you was out there. Yep, I'm finna pull one of your moves. You was out there. Fuck you mean?
Cowboys and Eagles
beat the shit out of the. Did you hear Micah Parsons say if there wasn't no scoreboard, bro?
If there wasn't no scoreboard, what? What
he
you
was
say?
like, if there wasn't no score, he was it popped up on Instagram. He was like, man, if it wasn't no scoreboard, you would have seen that we had to make them earn a few plays. They had to earn this win.
Hey, Ragu, I'm with you, bro. F that nigga Michael Parsons. I'm on your side now, bro.
Ragu,
he's a weirdo, bro. What type of spit is that?
Really said,
I don't know.
This man really said
that's that era we in.
Yeah, that's nasty.
And Penn State guys usually don't go out like that.
It's time to get these dudes off a podcast, man.
Yeah,
it is, bro. Get the mic from out in front of some of these fools' faces, bro. On the real.
Him and
what
PG.
was crazy is he said, "What if this?" He said, "If there was no scoreboard, it would have shown that they had to earn it." How do you think this game is
nasty?
Won? He said we made them earn it.
There was no scoreboard. Ain't no point of y'all going out there. What the F is you talking about?
What?
Yeah, and that's what the mommies and soccer moms.
Yeah, exactly. When you in the first Super Little League, ain't no scoreboard out there.
Is this the era?
What is you talking about?
Is this really the era we're in? Like, what the fuck? Like,
but yeah, let's move on for them sorry niggas. Eagles, I believe they already clinched.
Of course, son.
Shout out to Saquon with the I believe the 9th 2,000-yard season.
Yep. Well, he's 101 yards away from Eric.
Nobody loses if you try hard.
Yep.
Pause. Anyway, yeah, shout out to Saquon, man. 2 G's. Wow.
Hey, and real quick, you know,
and Dickerson, get that hate out your heart, nigga.
And then I was gonna say too,
he wasn't hating. He just said, "I'm not rooting for him to get it, but I ain't."
No, he said no. That's not what he said. He said, "I don't want him to get it." That's what he said.
Okay, I wouldn't want somebody to break my record either. I work for that.
And then he threw shade. Oh well, he took 17 games.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
So what about him with OJ, nigga?
Okay, that don't fit my narrative. I keep telling y'all.
Hey man, go back where you was at, nigga.
Man, come on, man. Nah, bro. You don't, nah.
Hey, just like the record that Laporta and then Bowers broke. Ditka did that in actually 14 games, but you know that.
You said who?
Narrative.
Oh shit! That's right. They were only doing 14 at that time.
Who did it in 14?
Narrative though.
Ditka.
That didn't fit my narrative. My guy set a record. Period.
I mean, that's how I feel about it. I wouldn't even went there with Dickerson if he wasn't dry hating. You know what I'm saying? Let the young nigga get his
OJ
money.
used to say about
like Saquon deserves it. Look what he just went through on that organization that's over there in shambles. He deserves it, man.
He the only one did it in 14.
The nigga probably gonna miss the Hall of Fame from being on that trash organization his whole career.
Who?
Saquon.
Nah.
No, what? Like y'all think he gonna make it?
I mean, it depends. I mean, they didn't necessarily get the nigga hurt.
He's too early to tell on him.
Yeah, he's too early to tell. He could go.
I mean, he's 27 now. I think he's sitting there like 7 bands altogether.
Oh, he's
and
well
10,
on his
and
way.
You need 10 to at least talk about it.
He's well on his way.
Just to talk about it, you need at least 10, and it would depend on what, like you said, what he does in the meanwhile. He don't got no real accolades yet. He's probably gonna get Offensive Player of the Year this year, but
I ain't gonna lie, he needs some more touchdowns, but he could get there. Sitting at like 40.
There's running backs with 10K that's not in the Hall. Like, let's be for real.
I mean, Fred Taylor's one of them.
Wow, and he should be.
Panthers and Bucks.
I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on that.
All we're gonna say is that
Baker got his revenge.
Did what they were supposed to do.
Baker got his revenge for
Bake 5 tutties
for 2022. You remember how the Giants had Daniel Jones out there playing safety and scout team? Well, the Panthers did something similar. Had Baker out there playing defensive tackle and scout team. So Baker lit them boys up for 5 tutties and said, "Yeah,"
and 350 yards, no picks.
Yeah, so
and I can't tell that completion percentage, but it looks retarded.
Get our boy Mike Evans 85 yards next week, man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We got to keep that streak going. And get him his money, Bake. Get him his money, Bake Show.
Next game, man.
We got an important
Isaiah, I told you,
man, this is the last. I gotta go soon, man. So let's go, man. I'm trying to get to the Raider game.
I gotta go too in a minute. Let's go.
All right, so we'll leave this game alone then. Colts and Giants.
We can move on.
I mean, at some point, the Colts are going to have a sit down this offseason to figure out how to move forward, because at times Anthony Richardson looked like he's getting better. At times he looked like he don't know what the fuck he doing out there. I'm like, is this a coaching issue or is it an Anthony Richardson issue where he's not grasping the information at hand that you're giving him week to week? Mm-hmm. Because it's absolutely absurd. Like, the difference in play week to week. Like, I've seen inconsistent players before, but this is otherworldly. You know what I'm saying? Like, one week he'll look like, Josh Allen light. Then the next week he looks like Dan Orlovsky. Like, come on, man.
Damn.
And I said that because your clown ass want to sit up there and say, "Oh, well, Josh Allen is obviously the MVP, and you got to be a better passer, and this, that, and the third, and shut the fuck up. You're a clown. Lamar Jackson's the MVP."
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, no, we tore the media up last week about how they've been treating Josh Allen. So we let them niggas have it already.
He was up there. They were up there hyping an incomplete pass where he was scrambling around in the pocket and threw it like 20 yards down the field.
We was done.
And I'm like, I'm sitting there. Lamar does this week in and week out and throws it for a touchdown or throws it for a completed pass, and I don't see y'all glazing him like this.
We was done, Isaiah, when they hit us with the arm punt last week. That's when we were done.
But hey, anyways, Raccoon, what do you say? He's not tall enough.
But back to the task at hand. Yeah, they're gonna have to sit down and say, what are we gonna do moving forward? Are we done with this Anthony Richardson project, or is it the coaching? Who is responsible for this? Because somebody has to be held responsible. The Giants, they didn't do too. I mean, obviously they won a game, which kind of hurts their draft stock in a bit, if you want to say going from 1 to 2, but they can still get them a quarterback. So I assume that next week they'll kind of be laying down and trying to lose that game to secure their top 2 pick. But it's not much to be said about this game. The Colts went out there and lost to a bad team.
Tried to block. Yeah.
Raiders and Saints.
Boy, Antonio Pierce, you son of a bitch. Boy, I got a few words for you, but I wasn't here last week. But now,
we talked about it.
Now, motherfucker, you want to start winning? Now y'all want to start making confident decisions? Where was this shit 6 weeks ago, right when you fired against it? Like, I would have been fine winning even 6 weeks ago. But now you done not only played yourself out of the number 1 pick, where I wanted Travis Hunter, but now you done played yourself out of top 3 pick. And, like, what we finna do, bro? But back to my whole point, bro. Hey, Tom Telesco, bro. What coach are you gonna work with to build the team that they want, that they truly want, bro? Because there's no way, bro. Him and Antonio Pierce could not have been on the same page from day one.
At the top of the season. I think they had a plan to win games. I don't think they was.
No. I'm talking about the way roster construction was going to go, how things that was going to go. Because if you just realize in these most recent discussions, when at the podium and shit, where they ask him about draft stock and shit,
he said, "Talk to Telesco.
Go ask Telesco." And he say shit like that every time. And what I told y'all before, I done said this before. AP wanted to run it back with Josh Jacobs. Up on Josh Jacobs. If you remember Telesco, while he was out in LA, what was one player who always had problems with their contract? What was one player who always had problems with their contract out in LA? Austin Eckler, the running back.
Yeah.
Telesco
and that was his guy, too. He the one party.
Exactly. And Telesco didn't want to pay him. Granted, again, love Brock. I'm sitting up here vouching for Brock, offensive rookie of the year shit, but we know that AP went to trade up for
Jacobs has 1,600 yards with y'all?
Yeah, he won a rushing title.
I thought it was 15.
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
So then he wanted
That's
to
where
trade
they messed up.
He wanted to trade up for a QB.
And then only gave him a 1-year deal.
He wanted to trade up for a QB. Granted, none of the teams wanted to do that, but you basically told AP no from the get-go.
Like, I don't even give it a conversation.
I don't think that Telesco made a call, truly tried to make a call and say, hey, how much do you want for this pick, Washington? Or how much do you want for this pick, New
Patriots?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even try to make that call. So then, I don't
know. I think he did.
I don't think he did it, Ragu. I do not think he did because Telesco has hardly ever traded up in any drafts. And he even said after.
But when he was on the Chargers,
if you go look at his draft recap, when he was talking, he said, "No, we weren't really trying to trade up." He even said that.
I think he called though. You said call. I think he made the call. Maybe not draft night. You know what I'm saying? But
I worry that he even made the call. So at this point,
I don't even want to think that he did not.
You have a disconnect between your coach and your GM.
They probably asked for I don't know, maybe they asked for 98 and he was like, nah, I'm cool.
And then you have a coach and GM who are not in tune on roster construction. Go forward. Him and Mark Davis denied him not one, but 2 offensive coordinators. Kubiak, who's now with the Saints, and Kingsbury, who's killing it with Jaden Daniels over there in Washington. Granted,
absolutely,
some of that came from the top, from Mark saying, "Nah, I can't afford to pay these guys. I'm not willing to commit to that contract because if it don't work out." But still, now you have a coach who's like, "Well, y'all ain't even gonna give me the staff that I want."
Yeah, that's not a good way to go into a season where y'all, I'm trying to build a culture and we're not on the same page.
Exactly. There's at this point, it's not even like I have this huge problem with AP, but at this point, bro, fire AP. Go ahead, get the guy that you want in there.
But why are you mad? But why are you mad at AP for winning games though? Like doing his part. Like,
well, he on his way out the door. So, Kyler, I need you to get out of here.
I mean, Ragu, me and you talked about it already when we was playing college. Like, and I've always been an advocate on this show. I don't really believe in that. You know what I'm saying? That losing on purpose module per se. Like, I feel like, if you got somebody that know how to draft the scouts to do their job, you can find somebody, man. You can always find somebody. Top five picks is for teams that don't know how to draft.
Name me the franchise quarterback that's after Shador Cam Ward. I'll wait.
No, I'm saying, but we wouldn't know that right now. That's what I'm saying. There's been plenty of quarterbacks that get taken after a certain time, and they ended up being good quarterbacks.
I tell you right now.
Look at what happened with the Panthers last year.
I'm telling you right now. If them boys go out there on draft night and reach for a nigga like Quinn Ewers or Jalen Milroe, I promise you, bro. Don't ask me to come on this podcast and talk Raider football, bro. Don't even ask me, bro.
I said, don't be like that, bro.
No, bro. No.
That's the scout's job, bro. They're supposed to you act like it ain't certain niggas that didn't get booed on draft night and ended up being far past what people realize.
There's only one Raider in the past. No,
I can't speak to y'all specifically. I'm just saying in general that's happened with other guys.
Exactly. That's my whole point.
But y'all got to. This ain't the same front office though.
Because this my time.
Telesco just got y'all Bowers, bro.
I don't care.
Do that.
There's only been 2 Raiders on draft night who have been in the last since I done been alive, who have gotten booed and actually done well during their time with the Raiders. That's Khalil Mack and Colton Miller. Those are the only 2.
But it's possible.
You know how long ago Colton Miller was picked?
I don't.
Okay, then. That was like 2017.
9th year, I believe. This is his 9th year right now.
Oh, it was that long ago?
Yeah.
I was just graduating high school.
Wow. I was graduating college.
My 10-year reunion is coming up next year. So what that got to say? Come on, man.
I still believe.
So you telling me basically every 10 years I gotta wait for a good pick? Nah.
No, what I'm saying is
top
5 picks is for niggas who don't know how to draft. If you got a nigga who knows how to draft,
top 5
which
picks
he had
No. JC, top 5 picks are for teams who suck. And the Raiders suck right now.
And don't know how to draft.
No.
The Jags are on pace for like they 5th top 5 pick in the last 5 years.
And I done told you 5-10 times. That shit is coaching.
Coaching the whole time?
That shit is
That's
coaching.
a front office issue if you keep having picks like that.
That is
a front office issue.
My whole thing, it's front office and coaching. Because granted,
but that's not the same coach they've had for the last 5 years.
I don't know how you would go about losing games on purpose. I don't even know how you would do that.
And then you're putting all your stock in an unproven rookie. I don't care how good of a prospect they are, it's still a rookie. Man, we hear about niggas in the top 5 all the time that end up not panning out. Do we not?
If you're the organization, like you, Mark Davis and Tom Telesco
Trubisky was
and those
a top
guys,
5 pick.
And you decided that we want to tank. They can not play people. You know what I'm saying? They could start Carter Bradley at quarterback. They could do shit like that. All right, now they are saying we want to lose games. But as long as they running everybody out there, bro, those people are gonna try to win games.
Isaiah, he was the
my bad. Trubisky was second. My bad. I'm
second overall pick.
Okay, my bad. But even then, Trubisky made a Pro Bowl, so there's that. Look at that.
These people are gonna try to win games.
Would you take him on your team right now, nigga?
Shit, it could be no worse than who we got now.
These people are gonna try to win games.
That tells you all you need to know. You're saying about a second round pick.
Everybody. Nobody's gonna tank ever.
They're not. Well, I'm not going to say that because we have seen it, but it's not a good idea.
JC, we talk about this all the time.
Who have you seen?
You in that room, okay?
Who have you
seen on this Raider team. You on this Raider team.
Y'all don't remember that Communist Party Eagles game a few years ago when he benched Jalen in the 4th quarter?
When you trying to negotiate your contract, or they gonna say, "Oh yeah, that year y'all was trying to tank. We not gonna count that against you."
What are you talking about?
Please.
No, I agree with you. What
does bitching Jalen in the 4th quarter have to do with anything?
You just asked me when have we seen the tank. It was literally a whole media conversation about it that clearly both them niggas were trying to tank for a pick. Clear cut. Last game of the season.
Nobody tanks.
So once again, that's not tank. Hold on. Again, you talking about one game when we're at the last game of the season. We both done went through the season and we suck. Tanking is at the beginning of the season. We say, "Hey, bro, we got somebody. We got to like." Okay.
No, because niggas still get fined for that. Niggas still get fined for that, even if it's the last game, last couple games. You still get in trouble
NBA
for that
crap, bro. That's NBA, bro. The NFL is not an 82-game season where you can sit up there in the middle of week 4 and say, "Yeah, we on the side to tank." Hell no. No, that
I'm saying even if it's the last game or a couple last games, if you do that, it's still tanking.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, so why niggas still be getting fined for it then?
Who's gotten fined for it? Who?
Nigga, Mark Cuban and them literally just got fined for that last year.
That's NBA.
Oh,
next.
Goodness. You just asked me for an example of a nigga clearly tanking. I gave you one, and you're trying to say
since you want to play
the last game of the season.
Since you want to play dense, give me an example in the National Football League where Roger Goodell is the commissioner.
He didn't fine them, but they were clearly tanking, bro.
That's not tanking.
They had a whole
both those teams sucked. But so how about
bro? Did you watch the game?
JC, go to tank.
If you bench your starting quarterback in the middle of the fourth quarter when you still have a chance to win, that's tanking, nigga.
Let's do this. Since you want to play real super dense here, let's do this. So NFL tankathon.
The Jaguars didn't do it.
Hold on, tell me which one of these teams should have a better record than what they have. New England. Should they be better than 3-13?
No.
Should Tennessee be better than 3-13?
Absolutely. They put money on their defense this year. 100%. 100%.
There's no way I'm continuing this podcast, brother. There's no way. Not today.
They didn't invest in their defense in the offseason?
Straight BS. And what did I tell you? I told you they would still be trash. I told you.
But I'm saying that's not... I'm saying that's why their record should be. If you have a competent defense, that should be enough
get out of here,
to at least get more than 3 wins, nigga.
Jaguars got a competent defense. How many wins they got? 4.
They should have more. They gave their quarterback a $250 million?
So
they should have more than 3 wins.
So because you gave your quarterback money means you should be winning more games? Get the hell out of here.
Then why'd they pay him, Isaiah? Why they pay him to go get 3 wins?
Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. I'm talking about roster construction and all that. You are not giving me any valid reasons besides Tennessee on why this team
I'm going off of the pieces. That's what I'm going off of.
But this ain't basketball, bro. This ain't basketball.
Niggas love saying. So coming into the season, when you said the Jags was gonna get 11 wins, you're saying that they shouldn't have more than 3.
And then they went out there and played, and I saw what the product was for real, and realized, damn,
I gave them 5 at least. I gave them 5.
Okay, then. So they're right on track for that at 4-12. So they weren't a good team, like you said. They right on pace to do.
I
what
didn't
you
say
just
good.
Said.
I just said better than you. You said better than 3 wins.
Hold on. So
you said better than 3 wins. Better than 3 wins.
How could a team be Ragu? How could a team be tanking if they right on track to be just as sorry as he said they was?
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Come on, man.
That's fair.
So Carolina should have more than 4 wins?
No.
Jets should have more than 4 wins?
Absolutely. Y'all had them winning the division. Don't do that with them.
And then
I said that they wasn't like that. Y'all had them winning the division.
We are talking about right now after you have seen them play. Stop all this BS about at the beginning of the season.
Well, because you said top of the season.
No. Stop. No, I didn't say at the top of the season. I said which team on this list should have more wins than they currently have.
No, you said you go into a season planning the tank.
No, I did not. I asked you a question before I started this rant.
No, I'm talking about before that. That was what you mentioned about tanking. That's something that they go into the season with. All right, we're going to tank this season.
Again.
And I'm saying those teams, no, they shouldn't have been on that type of time.
What are you talking about?
The Jets.
And then we went out there and seen them play.
And then they got one of the best receivers in the league. So, yes, they should have more wins than that.
Now he's one of the best receivers in the league.
He's always been one of the best receivers in the league.
Okay. I'm a watch you, nigga. I can't.
What you mean? I slandered Adams over here.
I'm gonna get a second.
Am I missing something?
I'm gonna get a secondary recorder for myself so I can start recording you. Pause.
You don't got to. It's on tape.
I'm gonna let you know that you being recorded. I'm gonna let you know because I know the laws in Cali and shit. I know you can sue me and everything. But what I'm saying to you is, so you just named Jacksonville. You just named the Jets that went into the season with higher aspirations than this.
Absolutely.
And then you said now all of a sudden these teams are tanking. That's not how that works. And then you just told me that at least 4 other teams on this list should be just as bad as they are, regardless of if they had aspirations or not.
For sure.
So what are we talking about?
I just want to see a better product of football being played. Is that a crime, nigga?
What are you talking about, bro? You got the hold on. So you got the 15-1 Kansas City, 14-2 Detroit, 14-2.
That's why ain't nobody else got no dubs because they got them all.
Philadelphia,
they got them all.
You have 5 teams with more than 13 wins.
That's not normal, Isaiah. That is not normal. There's two teams in the division right now with 14 wins. When the last time we seen that?
You got it. You gonna do you worse than me with making shit fit your narrative, brother.
That's pretty crazy.
You make it.
Is that not what's going on right now? There's two teams with 14 wins in the same exact division, Isaiah.
And that's
there's going to be a 5 seed with 14 wins at least.
And this ain't the first time.
Yeah.
This ain't the first time.
When's the last time? When's the last time?
Well, how many times have we had? Hell, the Raiders made the playoffs. What that was in that 16-game season when they had 12 or 13 wins in 2016, and the Chiefs still beat them for the number 1 seed. So what are we talking about?
Exactly. How long ago was that? It's not normal, is what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. This is not the NBA.
Like half the teams
this ain't the
below
NBA.
500.
This ain't the NBA. You're going to have good teams. You're going to have bad teams.
But this is worse than usual, though. We don't see this many. When you shared that picture, all the teams that had 3 wins, that's not normal.
Stop it. My whole thing is, right now, you only have 14 teams under 500. Only 14 teams out of 32.
That's damn near all the 9 playoffs.
That's half the team.
Yeah.
That's not half. Half is 16.
Almost.
That's half is 16.
Isaiah, isn't there? Isaiah, you missed it last week, but we was just talking about this.
Man, y'all gotta quit this, man.
By this time of the season, isn't there usually more storylines going on? Like, okay, yeah, if this happens and that happens, this team has a chance. This team technically has a chance. There's like one team in the hunt on both sides right now.
On both, yeah.
That's not normal.
It feels like
it was way more than that last year.
Oh my God!
It's been a little bit more garbage.
I see what y'all want. Y'all want the same bullshit parody that they be trying to sell y'all in the NBA when it come down to the last week of the season when you got the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th seed fighting for everything. But it's not like that every NFL season. Some NFL seasons you gonna have where it's split straight down the middle. Half the teams are below 500, half the teams are above 500. You're gonna have some great teams, you're gonna have some garbage teams.
It would always be like that?
Yes.
It would be half and half?
Yes.
I don't know why this
we
year
have to go look.
More.
Yeah, we have to go look, bro.
I think teams
I don't ever recall seeing that many teams with 3 wins when he at that point of the season.
I think teams are more below 500 than usual, maybe that's it.
But again, it's because of what Isaiah just mentioned. There's like 2-3 teams with 13 plus, maybe 4 teams with 13 plus wins. That's where all the wins went.
I see a lot of 4-12
and 3-13.
I mean, we're in 8th and we only won 3
When we were just talking about some of our worst teams. Hold on, I got something for y'all.
We moved to the 8th draft slot just off of winning 4
and Isaiah,
games.
when we were just talking about some of our worst teams in franchise history, wasn't most of them teams was like in that range of like that 3-12 or 4-12? Wasn't that was the module? It's a bunch of teams with that right now.
Just last year, we had 13 teams finish below 500. We're at 14.
How many teams finished below 5 wins? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
You have 5.
Wow.
That is not as bad as this year. That is not as bad as this year. That's like double that. It's like double that right now.
Nah, it's not.
Right now, you still have teams left to play. You still have teams left.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna count right now. The Jets 4, Patriots 3.
It's 9. It's
y'all
9.
got 4.
It's
Browns
9.
3.
It's 9.
Okay,
it's 9.
That's damn near double that. And some of them can't get 5.
So because one year, you now all of a sudden now you want to move the goalpost from below 500 to below 5 wins.
Because that's trash. I'd rather have you, but just barely be below 500 than not get 5 wins.
You gotta quit it. You're moving the goalpost far too much, nigga. Far too much.
Is that not dog shit to watch, Isaiah? Are you content with this brand of football?
8 and 9 team.
That's what I want.
According to y'all,
yeah, because at least 8 and 9, you know they was fighting at the end.
Better than 3 and 13.
And a couple of those games they could have won. You feel me? They might have been 10
games is close with nothing to play for. Don't nobody care about that, Isaiah.
But a team that is 4 and 13 is a bad football team.
You asked for a season where this just happened. 2022, you had 2 teams win more than 14 games, 3 teams. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams with more than 13 wins, with 2 of them having 14 or more. That's basically on track right here with this season. That was 2 years ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just don't recall this much bad football being played. Garbage. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you.
When you have a garbage team, you get garbage product. That's what it is. But I got to go because I'm past my time arguing with your ass talking about these niggas tanking like this NBA. You want to watch basketball? Cut on ESPN.
I'm watching both, brother, but I still want to see better football. It's
whatever, man. Whatever, man. When bad teams are bad, they are bad. They are bad. They're garbage.
Y'all definitely predicted getting more than 5 wins. For sure.
And I was wrong.
But that's what I'm saying. It was like
things change. Things change.
All right, brother. You go cook with the family.
That's why
man.
it's a
we
prediction. Love you too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
man.
All be safe. No Happy drinking and driving.
Oh,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Amen to that. All right, yeah, we pretty much done anyway. We could discuss the Packers and Vikings game. That's probably like the only one left.
Hey, I just want to say about that Vikings game. Hey, Ragu, like you've said this year, whether they win or make a Super Bowl, even if they don't, he's finna get paid.
He's reaching.
14 wins is like wow. Like
wait, but do you guys?
O'Connell is by far coach of the year.
That's one thing. That's one thing. But what if they win playoff games?
He's gonna
now he's we
talking $1. I think we talking $150 guaranteed.
Bro.
I think we're in that territory. If he win a playoff game,
he's a $50+ million guy.
And depending on who they play, they definitely can. They definitely can.
So now they're going to trade McCarthy, right? McCarthy's got to be on the trade block.
Well, that's the. I don't want to do that again.
So?
But it's not this early. Not this early.
But also, do you guys understand?
You got to stay at least one more season.
How long are we going to act like we got to finish, like acting like Sam is going to all of a sudden wake up and not be this? This is him, bro.
The nigga that you took at number 11, you got to have him on the squad at least 2 seasons.
Wait, but do you guys understand the?
Do you want JJ?
No.
No, because that's a legitimate question.
But do you guys understand the magnitude of how big of a win this was for the Sam Darnold and the Vikings? Because
the Rams needed it, so I was rooting for Minnesota.
The Raiders may end up with them, though.
Ragu, you said if he wins a playoff game too, that's going to get him even more paid. But think about this though. But think about next week too. Can you imagine
if he wins that game?
2 versus 14-2? The winner takes the.
Is that that's Detroit for the division, right?
Yep, and the first round bye,
and the first seed. It's for the North, and it's for the NFC.
League.
It's for the NFC bye.
And for
Wow.
There's 3 things going on, JC, like he said.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I don't care what I'm doing. I gotta watch that game. I gotta make that game.
This is what Sam Darnold got you to, though.
And if he wins that's damn near like winning the playoff game right there because you get the bye.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying. Detroit's been hot all year.
Look, let me say this
if they can come in and pause. If they can take this win right here, not only get the bye week or and not only get the division, but now they're the number 1 seed.
Look, let me say this too,
That's a different conversation.
I heard, because we're not Minnesota people, right? We don't watch games. We don't. Watch
we got to get GA back up in here.
Listen. You can ask GA. We can confirm this with him.
His story's been going on.
Listen, what I'm gonna say. I heard some people that are familiar with this shit say that this is the full Kevin O'Connell offense, meaning he's not dumbing nothing down for Sam or nothing like this. This is his whole deal he's got, and he done gave Sam the keys to it, and Sam is running with it, bro.
So he's not even protecting them or nothing. He's full blown.
He's
like,
not, bro.
Just go.
Yes. So this is the quarterback. This is the quarterback, guys.
Hey, Agoo, I'm gonna say it again. Don't stop leaving out my boy Flores.
You gotta play good defense. You gotta play good defense to be 14-2. That's no doubt about that. But you can't just give it all to Flo either.
I mean,
pause. That sounded kind
Flores. I feel like is the biggest difference between last year and this year.
I say it's Sam Darnold.
Because we weren't talking about the defensive guys like that when we was coming into the season. And Flores restructured them just like how he did Miami.
I say it's Sam Darnold. I feel you though.
Yeah,
and all right. See, now I'm about to sound like I'm hating on Darnold. I'm trying not to do that. We're not gonna act like 18 not right there, Ragu. There's quite a bit of QBs who could have did what Darnold just did.
There you go. See, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna get to counting QBs and all that, bro. This guy has had a phenomenal season, and the reason he's as big a responsible, bigger reason for the turnaround as any reason.
Jets, we have questions,
and that includes Flores, Brian Flores' defense. Come on, man, stop it. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna get to saying how many Qs could have.
And also on top of that,
if that's the case, then why he didn't do this nowhere else? He been in the league for a cool little minute.
Because, bro, we talked. You guys wasn't listening to me before. The stint in. All right, what I was saying is the stint in San Francisco. And Shanahan and them worked with him, and the word on the street was that they fixed Sam. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to discredit Kevin O'Connell and what his guys have done.
Right.
So that was the word on the street. But I'm going to say it's the guys that he's with right now, that he finally got the right coaching. Listen, he got drafted, second?
Yep.
All right, bro. So this is just who they thought Sam was. It's just late.
Yeah, and he was also with the Jets at the beginning.
That's not normal, though. Second round pick usually don't take this long to flourish.
But don't.
Yeah. Hey, Baker just now, right? It was one.
Baker was good first, had a fall off, and then got renovated.
Got back to it.
Listen, bro. I mean, sometimes, man,
but
these young
also
guys, you just don't know if it's gonna be sooner or later or at all. But with Sam,
it just happened to be later.
Looks like a little bit later, but he's still a young guy.
Look at the year he's had: 4,151 yards, 35 tutties, and 12 picks.
Come on, JC. Look. Come on now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. When you read that, oh my gosh! And there's still a game left.
His QBR is 106.4.
He's out there doing this thing, bro.
Like Ragu said, he just developed a little bit.
I just don't want 18 in Flores. Well, okay, let me leave Flores out. I've talked about him enough. I don't want 18 to get lost.
Players.
I don't want 18 to get lost in the sauce.
Everybody needs good players to be good. So good quarterbacks need good receivers. Good coaches need. Okay, good players.
I'm not gonna say Jefferson is the reason for the 4,000.
Somebody got to throw it to
Darnold did that. Yeah, Darnold did that. 4,000 is not all 18. I'll just say I say about 70% of it. And it opens up other spit.
And he also has complimentary guys
for anything to discredit the guy. But it is what it is.
And then he got that SC. And then he got that SC connection with Addison. You know what I'm saying? I see that.
He's got some complimentary players around him and JJ.
Everybody needs good players, bro.
You can't do it by yourself.
You cannot.
Good players and the best receiver in the league is different.
Hey, somebody he's got the best receiver in the league's got to be on somebody's team.
Sam Darnold.
You can't penalize him because he's the guy who everybody says is the best receiver is on his team.
I'm not trying to
listen. When Montana was doing this thing, nobody said, "Oh, well, shit, if he didn't have Rice, he wouldn't be shit." Nobody talked like that, bro. That's this era.
Did they do that to Steve Young though?
I don't think so. No. Nobody did if he didn't have that receiver thing. Like, come on, let's not. It was Flores as a decor. Now it's JJ.
I've been saying JJ. Don't do that. I've been saying JJ.
I'm just saying, why is it so
But
hard?
I'm rooting for Flores, though.
All right. I'm not rooting for them at all. I'm not. I don't have any rooting interest.
I mean, that can
all.
be your NFC team. That ain't your conference. So you know what I'm saying? That could be the team that you looking to, make a run.
That would probably be the Commanders this year. If I was,
even though y'all was just talking about Jaden. Well, that was mostly Isaiah, though.
Yeah, I just say
you're right. You was quiet on that.
I did say Bowers is, you slam dunking it, right? And I don't have time to really go all into that shit with you. I'm just saying, don't slam dunk that award to Jaden yet when my guy is setting records. That's all I'm saying.
And real quick, I want to throw in some just a couple pointers that I.
Well, hold on, Jay. Before you say that, I wanted to say something. I wanted to respond to Reggie real quick. Jaden was a minus 20,000 before the Falcons game as a favorite for the Offensive Rookie of the Year. So that was why I was talking like that.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. But Browers was second. That's why I said runner up. They got him over at least Bo now, which is beautiful. But go ahead, Jay. My bad.
Oh, no, I just want just two quick pointers on this game involving both QBs, and I want to start with Jordan Love. And this actually I had to mark it down on my notes. I had to write this down because that was a crazy stat line. So Jordan Love, through the first half and through part of the third quarter, had 8 yards, which was his longest throw at the time because he went into halftime with 45 yards passing.
Yeah, Love, from what I hear, Love didn't have the best game, but they still had a chance.
Ragu, you're going to like hearing the next pointer because this is on Sam Darnold. But Sam Darnold when he was passing the ball between the numbers, he was 17 of 18 for $191 and a touchdown. When he was just and that's just throwing between the numbers.
Yeah, he out there darting that thing. Listen, how many more games we got, JC?
One more.
Okay, great.
We just gonna do the game that matter, which is the Atlanta and Washington.
Check this out. Fun fact, real quick. See if you guys realize this. Did you guys realize that the active leaders in receptions and yards receiving in the National Football League are on the same team?
Yes.
On the same team?
Yeah, they've been talking about that.
How did the league let that happen, bro? All the GMs of the league should be, bro,
fired.
And Burrow
how do they let these people finesse them like that?
And Burrow had to tap them niggas to do that. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have did that.
No. I said, so you're talking about something else. You're talking about Cincinnati?
Yeah, you said reception yards leader and my bad, maybe I did hear you.
Yeah, reception yard leader and receptions. What you might not have heard is all time.
Wait, I'm lost.
So the two active career leaders in receptions and receiving yards are on the same team. And they're both over 1,000 catches, and they're both over 11,000 yards. No, they're not both over 1,000 catches. One of them is 16 away.
So who you talking about?
Yeah. I was surprised that you knew because they finessed the league, bro. Nobody even realized that this is going on. These dudes got 23,000 yards of yardage between them, and they are 12 catches short of having 2,000 catches between them. They're on the same team.
Damn.
The team is 15-1. The team has won the last 2 Super Bowls.
KC.
I didn't know Kelsey had that. Oh, or Hopkins.
Yes.
Hopkins.
Oh, for them.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Even when Hopkins was having his little stretches at the end of the season, I was like, man, I ain't falling for that spit. I know who Hopkins is, nigga. He'll be ready playoff time. Like,
he'll be
I
ready.
don't care what his numbers look like in the regular season. Hopkins is finna show he's Hopkins in the playoffs.
And if they win, he's a Hall of Famer, solidified.
Oh yeah, 100%. And now he's turning it on too.
There's an argument, even if he never gets a Lombardi, but if he gets one, he's in. I'll say he's in without this shit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too. You know how that is, though.
Especially because of what he dealt with. Yeah, I know.
Just think if he hadn't went through bullshit these last few years, where would he be? But okay,
or at the start of his career.
Do you think he would have excelled with Tom Brady?
We might be talking about GOAT. I mean, let's be.
If he didn't start with that stretch or the last few years, as you said, we're having a whole other conversation.
Yes, the numbers would straightly bear out to GOAT talk. Anyway,
last but not least, we had the quarterback change that we were talking about, and then it was made that same night. Penix is the starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, and they had a showdown primetime against the Washington Communist Party. What a game. What a game.
You got my text message, JC. But the cool thing about that, what I liked about Penix real quick, what I really enjoyed about his play, once they got him in, and he had his little moments where it was like, shit. He had a couple overthrows.
I mean, they're throwing him in the fire with 3 weeks left. Like, you know,
and he had a couple overthrows, but it was one of those, he didn't panic. He was like, okay, hey, as the game went on, he got better.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was so happy to see Penix. He learned.
I hope he's able to sneak a playoff spot, but I'm still happy for him whether he do or don't. I think they should be all right. He just need to get a season training camp and all that under his belt.
Yep.
The Bucs are one of those inconsistent teams too, because they lost to Atlanta twice. Then they win a thriller this past weekend. They come out here to LA and blow out the Chargers.
And they damn near won this game. They lost this game from a missed kick.
Yeah. And they can't beat Atlanta, who the Raiders beat. So,
yeah.
They're a strange unit.
But shout out Jaden for clinching the playoff spot, wild card.
It's their first one since how long now?
2020.
So that's when they had Alex Smith.
And they was boo-boo that year.
I mean, Heineke or something like that. One of those two. Heineke, yeah.
So coaching and a good QB
is the formula.
But that's the starting point, at least. Let's be honest, too. They got about a decade worth of high draft picks.
Well, they got rid of a lot of them, remember?
Throughout that organization.
Last year, they clinked out they line. They Sweat got out of there.
They let guys go, right? They let them go on free agency, right?
Yep.
They brought back Payne.
They number two pick. They got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got rid of some guys. And they just did a retool, I would say. Because remember, at the time, we kept saying quarterback away.
Coaching
and they finally got the quarterback.
Came over, and the quarterback came over, and they're in the playoffs.
And have a chance to get 12 wins.
Ain't that funny how life works?
I mean, it really is that simple, huh?
Get you a good scheme and a good quarterback. You good to go.
Yeah. And don't let guys that are, one of the best players in the league just go off your roster for nothing.
Yep. They made sure they made all the garage sale that they was having when we were like, why are you trading him? Why are you trading him? Them was picks.
Yeah, the oversight, shout out to Josh Jacobs, man.
Sure.
And I was gonna say too, I think it was Brady that said it about Jacobs. He said Jacobs, to him, it reminds him of the 03-04 Corey Dillon. He's just a drag out. He's tough to bring down.
Yeah.
Sure. But
we'll
put a button on it there, man. Ain't none of these games ain't really,
Yeah.
We're pretty much done, man. With next week, we're going to go over every single team in the league and what they need to do this offseason. So we'll still have our last chance to talk about all these teams. So the fans, whatever your team is, be here next week. We're going to go over what y'all need to do. Might even try to get GA in the building, man. I need to hear his thoughts after that showdown this weekend. But appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Happy New Year to the fans. Happy New Year to my brothers. Thank y'all for rocking out the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's take this to the furthest extent. Happy 2025, man.
Happy New Year.
Go Lakers. Go Rams. Go Dodgers. Peace.
Thank you, man.
See you later. Happy anniversary to Ragu.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, 28 of them.
Yeah.